Hello, everyone. I want to talk today about the beauty of feeling everything. So, thank you for being here. Let's all take a deep breath and feel, drop into your heart, feel your hips on the chair or wherever you're sitting, maybe the weight of your body into your feet. And just feel whatever it is you feel. And even opening up and feeling this space, this co-creation. If you are watching right now, you can feel all of the energy here, all the presences that are joining us. So feeling, it's such a broad topic. And I want to talk about the beauty of feeling in a little bit of a humorous sense, I suppose, because the last videos I've made have been pretty practical. I'm a very, very practical person. I've tried to be more whimsical at times. I'm super practical. I do enjoy a lot of humor, but I'm quite practical. So we've been talking about integrating aspects and total self-acceptance, like kind of strictly accepting yourself, drawing that line in the sand. And the beauty of feeling is interesting, and why I call this a little humorous is because it's a bit of a paradox here that I want to speak about today. And that really has to do with as we are breathing and feeling and opening and opening and opening and opening and expanding more and more and more and embodying more of ourselves, we're becoming more sensitive constantly. And we feel more and more and more from that old lifetime where we numbed and suppressed and avoided and stayed busy or stayed up in the mind instead of being integrated through our bodies. And as we integrate these split parts and pieces that were dense, heavy, rejected, maybe unworthy, guilty, shameful, sad, whatever it might be, that stuff that didn't feel good, it's intense. And the beauty, though, is this. The more that we open up and feel the gunky and the funky, the more that we start feeling this incredible beauty. And I speak from my own experience of feeling things that were incredibly horrific. Just times when you think, I just can't even handle this. I'm going to die if I feel any more of this. Or like I am dying, or am I dead? But on the other side of that, or I will say in the same arena as that, is this incredible, exquisite beauty. And it's funny because a friend of mine once was saying after her initial realization or whatever, she felt like it was like a 24/7 orgasm. And, I was like, oh, okay. And then as we talked and chatted further and further, I went, oh, I get it. Yeah, I had that too. It's where there's an internal essence, feeling, presence that is just so exquisite. You don't want to interact with the world. Even you might be out in public, you might be doing this or that. Even the TV might be on and you're not watching it. You're not paying attention to really what other people are saying because you are so wanting to just marinate in this internal feeling. And there's no words to describe it. Like the term orgasm did not resonate with me because I was sort of like comparing it to like sex, right? Typically the term orgasm is used for sex, but it's not actually just for that. And so this feeling, it's constantly different. So it's not like one feeling. The feeling of your essence melding and merging with you is beyond words. It's divine, it's beautiful, it's always evolving, it can be incredible. And the funny part is this paradox where there's times you might be breathing and feeling the this beautiful divine connection. And as your essence merges and melds more completely, it's merging out the density. It's merging out the density, because your essence, your higher levels, your whatever, are higher vibrations. It's a higher vibration that's merging in, so it merges the heavier stuff out, and you feel lighter and lighter, clearer, as you're clearing out all these old constructs and personalities and identifications with a body, a mind, this planet. So you may be feeling, on one hand, this incredible ecstasy, and on the other hand, an incredible discomfort. So it becomes where it all exists in one space. And we just continue to feel more and more and more. And it takes that acceptance of just letting it be what it is and not judging it, breathing and surrendering to it, to allow that richness to expand. So there is incredible beauty in accepting all the energies. And if you haven't felt that yet, it's okay. I speak to a lot of people that say, I don't feel my presence, or I've never felt that. Well, trust me, you will. If you continue on this path, I promise you, you will. It's not going to be the way I experience it. It's going to be in your own way. But just to make this very practical, once again, when you are feeling the heavy, gunky, icky stuff, when you just want to run, when you want to avoid, whether you want to, I don't know, just go to sleep. That's one of my favorite ways to avoid feeling things. Just take a nap. When you turn around and you face that energy and you just take a breath and surrender and say, fine, I'm done running. I'm just going to feel you. Whether it feels like crushing death, like horror, like sadness, like grief, like whatever. You just take a breath and you surrender into it, and you breathe, and you let yourself just be overtaken by it, I'll say. You just feel and breathe with not an ounce of effort beyond that. There is a beauty in that, because running, numbing, and avoiding feels terrible. You realize how awful it actually felt to be fighting. How beautiful surrender is. And as you surrender into whatever it is, and you feel it, you look it right in the eye. As uncomfortable as it is, you face it. You feel it. Part of you feels that, whatever that is, it's hard. But part of you feels powerful. Okay? So there's a richness in it. So go beyond the discomfort and embrace the richness of feeling everything. It's powerful. And once you engage, we'll say, allow, I don't know if engage is right, but you just be with this energy that you were running from, you'll find a feeling of, I'll say, not wanting to run from it anymore, not wanting to avoid it, of wanting to bring it home, of thinking, how could I even abandon this? I don't want to abandon myself. I don't want to run from myself, because this is still a little piece of self that you've left dangling out there in the wind at one point. And it feels really, really good to stay with that part, even when it feels really, really miserable. So it can feel amazingly beautiful and incredibly hard at the same time. And that is the beauty of breathing and feeling and opening and welcoming all of you home, and that empowerment of expanding beyond the need to suppress feeling anything. Let's end with a big breath together and feel that. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.